Yeah, welcome, my guy. First, but before I introduce you, I got to talk to our viewers out there.
Okay.
You are welcome to Mr. Onyo's Talk Show, aka Street Code, aka the show for the people. If you are looking to know about Nigerians, you are looking to know about Cape Town, you are looking to know about South Africa, this is the show for you, okay? So we are starting this show today, and we are coming in with a wonderful guest, a Maranized guest, a packaged guest. You know, you see the muscle, you know that there's something there. You know, so obviously you are welcome to this show, Mr. What's the name?
Mara, thank you,
Mara.
Mr. Popori, for
Mara,
such
you're
a
welcome,
nice
you're welcome.
introduction.
Nice,
Thank you,
nice. By the way, Mr. Mara, where are you from and what do you do?
For me, thank you very much. I'm from South Africa. I was born and raised here.
Nice.
Like most South Africans who are closer men like me, most of them are born in the Eastern Cape. I was born in the Eastern Cape, then I was raised in Joburg.
Nice.
But I'm currently now residing in Cape Town since 2005 from Joburg. So that's who I am. And coming to your second part of your question, what is it that I do? I'm a civil engineer by profession. Currently working in that space. I'm a civil engineer working for the city of Cape Town municipality. Yeah.
Nice. Good to meet you, Mr. Mara.
Nice to meet you.
You got packaged, man.
Thank you.
But obviously, this man, we are nice to welcome him, but you have to package him well before you can really know him. Okay? You are welcome to the show anyway. I wanted to personally invite you because in this show we want to try and build unity and love. You know. This is why we started the show in the first place. You know, we want to be able to correspond with South Africans and Nigerians. We want to be able to correspond with other Africans in Africa. You know, we want things to go well. This is why we invited you over, so you can be part of the show and you can tell us how we can move forward with those set of goals. You see. So I have a few questions for you. I'll be swiping into the questions sometime because I want to be very, very sure. Some of the questions were created by fans, you know.
Okay.
So, nice. And I want to ask you this question because those people out there, they ask this question and we need to go a bit into it, yeah? So I wanted to know, do you have any friend that is close to you that other than South Africa? Someone that is from another country that is close to you as a friend? Know what I mean by friend, real friend.
All right. No, that's a very good question. For me, I've got friends in different continents, closer to your home. Fortunately for me, I'm in a country that was open for everyone, especially post the apartheid era where the colonizers were restricting traveling between country to country. For me, I'm one of those persons that who enjoys meeting and mingling with non-South Africans.
Nice.
I'm currently playing social football. I'm the only South African there. Most of the players there are from Nigeria.
Nice.
You'll find a guy from Ghana there. But to answer your question, I've got plenty of friends who are non-South Africans. I don't like to use the word foreigner. For me, it's not the right word. It's the word that was given to us by the colonizers. The perfect word is non-South African. And I've got a close friend of mine, he's German. I've met him, he was doing his engineering training under me. I've trained him, he's few years younger than me. A German guy.
Wow.
He visits me every year. We spend Christmas together. Even this coming December, he's coming to visit me here in Cape Town.
You trained him, actually?
Yeah.
Nice.
He was one of our students that were training. He came from Germany. So I am a cosmopolitan man. I like to meet people, not just South African.
I like that word,
from
cosmopolitan.
Yeah, I'm a cosmopolitan man.
Check dictionary.
Yeah. So for me, I've got friends, including yourself. You've become a friend. We've met through sport, which was football.
Yes.
But you're one of the friends of the people I call my friend because
Nice.
of the energy and the common respect for each other, which is mainly important because once we lose that respect for each other, we cannot form any friendship because there's no respect between us. So that's it. I think you've asked me a very good question.
Yeah, that question has been on my mind actually, and I'm glad that you have clarified it here. So, but I want to go into more detail in the sense that I want to ask you more specifically, what do you think about Nigerians? What is your opinion about Nigerians?
For me, Nigerians, first of all, are a great nation.
Nice.
Sometimes misunderstood because especially Nigerians who are coming in South Africa, like any country, we've got a mixed bag. Some are good, some are bad. So they assume whenever they see a Nigerian, no, he's a drug dealer, he's not good and stuff like that. But as I've said, I've met a lot of them through my experiences, through the love of sport and football. I've met a good one. For me, Nigerians are good people who are hardworking, who are honest as well. But what I like about them, it's the brotherhood. When they see another Nigerian, whether they coming from different part of Nigeria, when they meet here, they brothers. Maybe it's because I'm looking it from it outside in, don't have the full history. But when you're looking it from the outside, you see the brotherhood between the Nigerians that are around South Africa, specifically in Cape Town, because those are the guys I interact with them here in Cape Town.
Nice. Well, I like your answer, by the way, and also from what you said, I want to stress also that we as Nigerians, we like to travel, yeah. So I think obviously the fact that we came down to South Africa is all for us to be enlightened, you know. But obviously we are here already, we are getting enlightened. But if we want to get enlightened more, you know, we have to put the right message out there. You see, so I think the message, like one of the message you think that people are saying about all that when you hear about Nigerians in South Africa, or you hear about Nigerians here, you think they do drugs, they do
fraud, all those funny things.
And that's not the way it is. A lot of us have different skills, you know. I think that notion of drug, I think it used to be like that many years ago. And when Nigerians came here, they used to do stuff like that. So people just put their mind that they are the ones doing stuff like that. But meanwhile, the recent Nigerians that have come down here, we have skills, you know.
100%.
Like me, for an example, I'm a photographer as my skill, you know. But right now, I'm doing a different profession, which I'm a soccer agent. I'm not obviously hosting this talk show is also my job. So yeah, and then obviously many of these young guys that younger my age, we have skills, you know, and many of them I can call them computer scientists, you know, because most of them work on the computer, you know, and I can call them that way because what they do is only learned person on the computer that can do it, and it's a science, you know, in the work and the things they do online. Obviously, many people they do different stuff. Not everyone do right, or that's why you call it, but you can't tell. There are still the ones that do good, so it's not good to generalize everyone. So that's why I think that they should change that notion. We don't do drugs. Maybe there are some people that do it, but we don't. Not everyone of us.
That's good to hear. Hence, I'm saying they misunderstood because some people are still going with the old notion that when you see a Nigerian, you see someone who's dealing drugs. For me, that's not the case. I've never met someone who's dealing drugs in my life.
Nice.
To the guys that I've met through the journey of this life with my Nigerian friends.
You see.
So for me, it's good. This podcast is here for that, to try and paint a new picture where we make people know Nigerians are coming here some of them to pass their skills and some of them as well to get empowerment
Yes.
in things that they don't get back home due to whatever reasons
Yes.
that brought them to come to South Africa. And there's nothing wrong. Africa is for everyone, it's for all. We should start dismantling all the borders and the stuff of calling, okay, this one is coming from where, from there, Nigeria, Ghana. Africa is for everyone. That's a message we need to drive. It's for everyone, regardless of where you were born or where you're from. Yeah.
That's very true. That's very true. I like what you said. I also want to enhance on what you said now earlier, that the fact that they have that notion, the notion now, we need to change it. It's important that everyone knows that this is not, drug is not the way of every Nigerians. A lot of us have skills. Like, sometimes when we come here, we want to further our skills, Like, also, a lot of us are graduates, Like me, I'm a graduate. I studied banking and finance. I got a bachelor's degree in banking and finance. I will always say, because it's something that I put a lot of effort to study, yeah. And also, when I came down to South Africa, I also studied. I also studied my soccer agent course, from Sport Management Worldwide. It's an American institution. And I decided to do something like that because I'm in South Africa. I think if I was not in South Africa, I wouldn't have had such opportunities because, like, my payments, the possibility was because I live in South Africa. That's why I could pay. So South Africa is a place where we can all grow. That's why we came. It's not to do anything bad. Obviously, I'm talking about myself and maybe some other people I know, my friends, and the ones you play football with, And I like what you said earlier. You said since you started mingling with Nigerians, you never come across any drug dealers or the one that does something bad. Is that what you said?
That's correct.
Yes.
That's correct.
So obviously, I like that you said, and obviously you started having Nigerian friends from like when, for example?
Sure. Most of the guys I've met them late 2015, 16, and we're still together even today. So that's a long time to try and understand the person and the kind of movements that they're making. For me, hence I've said I've never met someone who's dealing drugs. It's all honestly working men. Yeah. Most of them are Christians. They're here to improve their lives and also to try and capitalize on the opportunities that the South Africa present. It's a matter of, because you must remember, African landscape, it's a mess in terms of the political leaderships that we have in different parts of Africa. Hence, many people are coming here in South Africa and try and better their lives. Some of them is for business opportunities, because it's fair business opportunities that every man needs as well. So for me, that's the main thing.
Yes.
Most of the guys I've met have never seen any funny dealings, including yourself and all the gentlemen that I played with soccer. Yeah.
That's good to know. That's good to know. I like that you clarified that fact. Viewers at home, everyone out there watching, we need to know that obviously there are different things that we can do. And yeah, I'm proud to say I'm a soccer agent, and I'm an entrepreneur. I do a lot of stuff. Yeah. So Mr. Mara knows, and this is how a lot of us go. So, but I want to also ask this question as Nigerian. I want to ask, how do you think we can coexist better? We in this South Africa have like almost 3 major people that we meet every day, like the whites, the blacks, the colored, and every one of these 3 set of ethnicity, I would put it like that. They have their ways of behavior, their ways of communication. From your own, you are a black South African, for example.
That's 100.
Yes, and so how do you think we can better coexist?
For me, obviously, you can't hide a lot of things from the eye. Obviously, when you look at the white man, you can see, by the first look, he's different from you. The hair is much straighter than you. the skin is much darker, is much lighter than you.
Yeah.
But the most important thing to any long-term relationship, it's a mutual respect. You need to respect each other. And in South Africa, we've got a good constitution that respect people based on their skin, color, religion, and all that. Because remember, as people, we fall under different religion. We've got Christians, we've got Muslim, we've got all other religions. But in order for us to coexist peacefully in those structures that are there, like your Christianity and the Muslim and the rest of other religious beliefs, we need to have a common respect. For me, I will emphasize mostly on respect.
Good.
And also we need to make sure we try and mix so that we can learn more about each other.
Yes.
You know, when you're learning from someone without a proper first-hand information, you're gonna get a wrong information, because you're gonna meet someone who's had a bad experience with a South African. Then you say, no, South Africans are not good people and stuff like that. Or we meet someone who had a bad experience with a white man. You say, no, white people are not good, or Nigerians are not good. So you need to make time to mix and mingle with other people. Hence, in my first answer, I emphasize the importance of mixing. Fortunately, with us, South Africa has brought us that opportunity to mix with different people from different countries and different cultures. So we learn from you guys, or for all the people that come and visit and stay in South Africa. For instance, I've mentioned I've got a German friend that I've been friends with now since 2012. I'm learning a lot from the German culture. He's also enjoying South African culture. When he comes there, I don't take him to Camps Bay, I take him to Kailicha, because Camps Bay is a life that he's living every day in Germany. So I'll take him to Kailicha to experience the original South African way of living, because that's where most people live. If you look at the population spread, most people are mostly in the Cape Flats, which is your Kailicha, Kukule to Mitchell's Plain. So that's where I'm taking him. He really enjoys that.
Nice, that's nice. That's nice. I like the way you mentioned, because you said respect, and respect is reciprocal. You know, when you can move with respect, you see that you have influence. You know? But not many people know how to respect people, you know. So for me, what I do is that if I come across you and you don't respect me, or you don't know how to respect people, I keep a distance from you. You see, and respect goes to individual. You know, some people, they just don't like this race or this ethnicity. They don't want to do anything with this ethnicity. You see. So those kind of people, I want to advise them, you know, if you are watching that kind of this show today, because we are here today. I'm Nigeria, this man in South Africa, you know, and I spoke to him. I wanted him to be part of this show out of free will, and he decided to be there. This is the way we should work, you know. We should try and help each other, do things for each other, coexist, so that you will get to know each other. Because by that way, unity, they say, is the power, you know. Unity can bring forth better stuff, you know. The fact that some people are not that estranged with another ethnicity, it's not allowing things to grow.
Hence, I'm emphasizing that we need to mix more. The problem with us, we living in our own corners. Okay, he's Nigerian, he must stay there. He's South African, he must stay there. He's a white person, he must stay there. Then you still get subcultures, even in South Africa, your Xhosa, Zulus, and everyone. They're all keeping to themselves.
Okay, that's true. And something you mentioned now, it's not that when I varied the ethnicity earlier, I didn't call it by tribe, but I know obviously those Xhosa and Zulu, they are there. I classified them under the Black South African, because in South Africa you really find three kind of ethnicity with Black South African, white South African, and color South African.
That's correct.
Yes. So color South African basically mostly they originate from Western Cape. Am I right?
Which one?
Colour,
Yes, yes.
They originate from Western Cape. Why Black South Africa, most of them originate from Eastern Cape, Northern South Africa, like Limpopo and all that.
Yeah,
yes.
KZN and
KZN
the
all
old
yes.
Transvaal.
Yes, like East London, Tata.
That's Eastern Cape. That's correct.
Yeah, and then the white South Africa, most of them originate from like Northern Cape,
Free
State, Free State, and Cape Town. So this is the way it is, and obviously we experience different lifestyle here, but we want to work better. That's why we wanted to start this show. We wanted to do this show. We want to be with you. We want to ask you a question. If you have a question to ask me so that you can coexist with me, please come on the show. You can follow us on Twitter at Mr. Onions 101, Mr._Onions. You can follow us on YouTube as Mr. Onions Talk Show, as well as you can follow us on Instagram as Mr. Onions Talk Show. Mr. Onions 101 is also my Instagram name. You can follow there as well to follow the show. So coming back to you to these questions that we have, I wanted to ask you, this one is a funny one. This one is a funny one. So if you had a chance to have a Nigerian woman as a wife, would you go for it?
Unfortunately for me, that window has been closed already. I'm a married man with kids. But
again,
for the sake of answering the question,
yes, just for the sake.
For me, love is a mutual thing. If I find a woman that we've got a common understanding, and then we love each other, whether it's from Nigeria, Congo, Zimbabwe, anywhere, as long as love and mutual respect and all that, we break all the boundaries, the cultural boundaries, the skin color boundaries and those things. Because the common thing that is bringing us together should be love. If we love each other, then definitely I'll marry a nice Nigerian European Yoruba woman.
I see. You want to say Yoruba. That's the accent. You have heard it already. And this guy is very honest guy, obviously. But he's taking. So please leave him alone. We should have to leave that side. By the way, we are going further into this introduction. It's been nice, and I'm enjoying my conversation with you. And obviously, I think like in this South Africa, I've seen a Nigerian man marrying a South Africa. I've seen a South African marrying a white lady. But I've hardly seen a South African man marrying other countries, though. You know, like maybe I've seen a South African man getting married to a Zimbabwean or a Botswana or a Lesotho, you know. But apart from there, go upper, I've never seen like Western, like from Cameroon or Ghana, a woman is married to a South African man.
Sure. I think I've known it's not a lot of them. It's either it's a woman that I've got a guy who married. She's half Nigerian, half South African. So they got married. So, but it's not common. I'm not sure why. I cannot put a finger and say this is because of this reason. I don't know why it's not happening like that. But otherwise, I don't see. Like I said, the common thing is love. If you guys love each other, it erases everything. Whether Popori is from Nigeria, I can marry Popori. Let's say Popori is a woman. I can marry Popori because it's from Nigeria. From me, it doesn't work that way. There has to be love. If there's love, I'll marry you, and you also love me back, obviously.
That's true.
Then I'll marry you.
And you will also live there. You live in that country, for example. Maybe go there.
Obvious. When you marry someone from a different country, you have to experience that country. If you have to go and stay in Nigeria, go and stay there so that she can also have a comfort of her own country as well. Because, for instance, for me, lucky enough, although I was raised in Joburg, I think I did 2 grades in the Eastern Cape. Then my parents relocated me to stay with them in Joburg.
Okay.
Then I stayed there, but every December I was always looking forward December and June holidays I'm going to visit my grandparents in the Eastern Cape.
Yeah.
So it's like that. If you marry someone from outside your country, you should give them an opportunity to go and mingle with their cousins, their aunts, and their uncles as well, now and then.
Ah, that's nice. That's nice. Okay, we are almost coming to the end of the show, and we still have like 2 questions. Which one was why do you think it's right that other Africans should be referred as foreigners? You mentioned earlier, but I want you to just give some more details because there was a question like that.
For me, as I've mentioned, this word foreigner, for me, it's not an original African word, first of all.
Yeah.
We shouldn't be, us as Africans, refer to each other as foreigners. Remember, those boundaries and borders were not created by us Africans. They were created by the colonizers.
Yeah.
Fortunately, we're just putting a rubber stamp ourselves now, because remember, most of the countries in Africa have gained their independence close to 100 years now.
Yeah.
Some, which is the youngest, is South Africa. It's just over 25 years since we gained our independence. We're still keeping up to the same wording and phrasing. For me, the word foreigner should be erased in the African dictionary.
Yeah.
Africa is for everyone, it's for all. Therefore, if you are someone from Africa, I don't care whether it's north, east, west, or south, you're an African. It shouldn't matter where you're from. We should start erasing some of the phrases that the colonizers left us with. It's not conducive, and it's not taking Africa forward. And I'm a South African. I've seen the xenophobic attacks. They're not nice. People lose their life because of the word foreigner. So for me, the alternative word that I prefer to use is a non-South African. Obviously, we're coming from different countries. Yes. You know, the South African, you are a non-South African. For me, the word foreigner, because you hardly see a white man called a foreigner. Most of them are not or a Chinese a foreigner. Yeah. They're not coming from Africa.
Yeah. There should be one called foreigner.
That's my answer to your question. For me, the word foreigner should be erased in the African dictionary.
That's very correct. I agree with you. And it's good that you have mentioned that. And my viewers, you can hear, we should start calling each other more better, with more respect. Well, final question is that what advice would you have for the said other African people living in South Africa?
Sure. For me, South Africa is the most cosmopolitan country. You find when you come here, you'll find everyone from each part of Africa. You find guys from Angola, from Zimbabwe, Botswana, Lesotho, Nigeria, Ghana, Senegal, Egypt,
Ivory Coast,
Tunisia, Ivory Coast.
Kenya, I met different people, Malawian.
So for me, this is a good opportunity for us to try and learn from each other so that we can live better with each other.
Okay.
So for me, I forgot part of your question. That's what was the second?
I said.
What can you do to improve?
How can
I think for me,
what's the advice for them? How can we improve?
I think let's mix more, and especially those that are fortunate to live in South Africa. South Africa present Africa because there's more people coming to South Africa for different reasons. So it gives us an opportunity to mix and mingle and learn from each other. So again, everything stems from mutual respect. We have to respect each other in order to live in a most harmonic sort of settings. Okay. If you don't respect each other, the chances of living peacefully are very low. I'm saying, I was chatting with my wife with the common respect. Now I was saying to her, love without respect is as good as doomed. If you don't respect each other, the chances of loving each other in the long run are very low because now there's no respect. Everyone is doing his own thing. There's no common respect for each other. So that's the advice that I'm giving to all Africans. Let's just learn to mix and mingle and always carry the respect banner with us so that when you meet someone new,
banner.
respect banner, you know, we respect each other all the time. It doesn't matter where you're from. It doesn't matter whether you're a South African in South Africa. It's like when you're having visitors in your house, you have to treat them with respect and welcome them and love them. So that's my answer to your question.
That's good, Mr. Mara.
Mr. Popori, thank you so much for the opportunity. Guys, check out Mr. Popori's podcast, Street Code. We want to grow it. We want to make it bigger and larger.
Yeah, that's nice.
Let's do that. Follow Mr. Popori on Street Code.
Mr. Onions.
Mr. Onions.
You don't forget.
Mr. Onions. All right, thank you. No, I'm calling you with a soccer name now, but it's okay. Follow Mr. Onions.
Yeah. You see, he's welcome to the show. I'm welcome to the show. You are welcome to the show. I'll see you another day.
Thank you to the crew. You guys did a great job.
Nice job.